Alright, here we are. We have a cat, we have a game. What else must be said? Nothing. Nothing else must be said, because I must say nothing. He's licking my arm because I did not have him on my lap all day while I was getting stuff ready. He was just not at all happy about it. So here I am at Frostmerely. I realized that apparently this is a thing, and I was going through my stuff off screen and I found this, that. I haven't read them. Oh, okay. Ooh. There we go. I tried resurrecting her and like figuring out what her problem was, but it didn't work. So, whatever. Here we go. Into Frostmerely. So give me a sec. Loading. I can just. Put on the thing that we're playing Frostmerely. Done. Doing it. Did the thing. There we go. Ah, right. Well, here I am. No, I was already here. Loading now. I know. The other cat is so upset that this guy got to be on the lap again. He was like up here most of earlier today, but now he's up here and she just cannot stand it. It's very jealous. She's very needy. I don't know. It's endearing, kind of. Not like she's a jerk about it. It's just that she's, cat. Not that they're not both cats. I mean, I don't know. Shut up. It sounded better in my head. Ah. Okay. Drink. And we're still loading. I am entirely convinced it will crash now. It's been 2 minutes. We're already going into a crash. I can't. I'm upset. I'm upset about this. Outrageous turn of. Outrageous, I mean, I don't know. Mostly expected. Here, watch. I'll do something else for a second. And it'll load. Ah, I knew it. Frickin' heck, frick. What a good, well-taught boy. In my. When do you hold your cats? Babies? Or babies? Hey, babies. Maybe it's just me.
But Isa? She's smarter than that.
Rashir was always dragging her into things.
But stealing the boss's sword? Did he have a death wish?
Nice.
Who knows? The cat was crazy. She was a fool to trust him.
Give me a save. Nice to hear what they're talking about sometimes. Those, those ones there. Hold on a second. Nope. The thing that I thought was happening was not happening. That's good. Well, it's not usually good, but it was good this time. When the thing that you think is happening is not the thing that is actually happening, it is not usually a good thing. Time though, it was good. Furthermore, were I to say that what I had thought was happening had been happening, that would have been a very bad thing indeed.
Huh?
Kind of wanted to try pickpocketing them, but I also wanted to do this. Just chain lightning them into oblivion. It's always a bad idea because it always lags the game like this. It's always a big dumb thing that I'm doing. Oh, that one hadn't been around for all the rest of the shocks.
That your best, huh?
That was easy. Well, whatever. Game will load back up, and I have the cat. Not happy little Kit Kat. Meantime, down to 33. Shouldn't be. There he goes. He's backed up to. That was supposed to be. Right. While we're loading, I will be reading A Game at Dinner. Here we have a foreword from the publisher. The history behind this letter is almost as interesting as the dark story it tells. The original letter, to the mysterious Duhwain, the original letter to the mysterious Donane was copied and began circulating around the ashlands of Vardenfell a few months ago. In time, a print found its way to the mainland, and Prince Hlalu Helseth's palace outside Almalexia. While the reader may conclude, after reading this letter, that the prince would be furious about such a work, impugning his highness with great malevolence, quite the reverse is true. The prince and his mother, Queen Baranziah, had it privately printed into bound copies and sent to libraries and booksellers throughout Morrowind. If I could have two cats in my lap, I would do it. Used to be able to when they were much smaller, but this is no longer the case. As a matter of record, the Prince and the Queen have not officially stated whether the letter is a work of pure imagination or based on an actual occurrence. The House Dress has publicly denounced the work, and indeed, no one named Donane, despite the suggestions in the letter, has ever been linked to the house. We leave the reader to interpret the letter as he or she believes. Naris Gan, publisher. That's probably not what they sounded like, but whatever. Alright, we're continuing with the letter. Dark Liege Donane, you asked for a detailed description of my experience last night, and the reasons for my plea to House Dress for another assignment. I hope I have served you well in my capacity as informant in the court of Prince Helseth, a man who I have stated in many previous reports could teach Molag Bal how to scheme. As you know, I have spent nearly a year now working my way into his inner circle of advisors. He was in need of friendship when he first arrived in Morrowind, and eagerly took to me and a few others. Still, he was disinclined to trust any of us, which is perhaps not surprising, given his tenuous position in Morrowind society. For your unholiness's recollection, the prince is the eldest son of Baron Zaya, who was once the queen of Morrowind, and once the queen of the High Rock Kingdom of Wayrest. At the death of her husband, Prince Helseth's stepfather, King Edwire, King Edwire, there was a power struggle between the prince and Edwire's daughter, Princess Elisana. Though details of what transpired are imperfect, it is clear that Elisana won the battle and became queen, banishing Helseth and Baron Zaya. Baron Zaya's only other child, Morgia, had already left court to marry and become queen of the Somerset Isle Kingdom of Firsthold. Baron Zaya and Helseth crossed the continent to return to Morrowind only last year. They were well received by Baron Zaya's uncle, our current king, Hlalu Athen Lethan. Names are terrible. Who, our current king, Hlalu Athen Lethan, who had taken the throne after Baron Zaya's abduction more than 40 years ago. Baron Zaya made it clear that she had no designs on reclaiming the throne, but merely to retire to her family estates. Helseth, as you know, has lingered in the royal court, and many have whispered that while he lost the throne of Wayrest, he does not intend to lose the throne of Morrowind at Lethan's death. I've kept your unholiness informed of the prince's movements, meetings and plots, as well as the names and characters of his other advisors. As you may recall, I've often thought that I was not the only spy in Helseth's court. I told you before that a particular Dunmer counselor of Helseth looked like a fellow I had seen in the company of Tholar Tharyoni, the Arcanon of the Tribunal Temple. Another, a young Nord woman, has been verified to visit the Imperial Fortress in Balmora. Of course, in their cases, they might well have been on Helseth's own business, but I couldn't be certain. I began to think myself paranoid as the prince himself when I found myself doubting sincere loyalty of the prince's chamberlain, Burgess, a Breton who had been in his employ since his days in the court of Wayrest. This is the background on that night, last night. That's where we'll leave it. Nice, a nice little, whatever the thing was, the cliffhanger. There we go.
Is someone there?
No one's there. Stop looking. Try with a bow this time. Actually, I'll just stand still. Ambush predator. Yeah. There's no one there. Stop asking.
Is someone there? Someone there. I knew it. Found you. Help.
Ow! 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 Yeah! A little help over here.
Where are all these people coming from? How are they dodging so well? Stop dodging.
Damn you!
How did I miss that? Oh, come on.
There's someone there. Someone there? What was that? Oh!
Ah, finally. Now I can save. Hopefully not crash. What do you think of this this book I was reading, the Game at Dinner? All that background with all this intrigue, it's, I don't know, it's pretty interesting to me. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks that way, though. One thing I'm always worried about is if I'm the only one who thinks the way I do. Then, like, and what will I do, you know? Cat is over there making a mess of things. Like an actual mess of things. Gonna have to clean it up after this. Oh yeah. This cat is not making a mess. Well, not currently. He does that anyway. Later. At other points in time. Attention to you. Don't worry, other cat. You'll be next on the lap. But Boots has figured out that he loses his spot if he leaves, so he doesn't leave so much anymore. You know? Where did he go? Trying to get that arrow. Yeah. Got it. Hey, that Nord, whatchamacallit? You there. Move your dead body. Yeah, Nordmead. What was I doing? Like searching for something. It was like a book, maybe? Or oh, the sword. Right, the sword. Supposed to be doing the sword. All my freaking arrows that I missed. Well, that was easy. That plate. There we go. Getting all the things. They're here. Oh, jeez. Dwarven armor is so heavy. I almost cut them all. With that trick. I figured out the trick of the trick. The trick to it, as it were. Bounty cures. Okay. Nice. Basically, the reason it works sometimes and not others is because sometimes it's lagging and sometimes it's not. Or at least that's my experience. And when it's lagging, it makes it easier. Just stink lines. They're not trusted. I do not trust it. Ooksy in here. Hard from the other side, right? That makes sense. Kind of.
What? There's a whole shift down there.
Kerr's orders. Nobody is in or out until he gets back. Or the boss will skin you as soon as he's done with Regier.
Never should have come here. That's it. That's all.
That was easy. God, it's good to have friends sometimes, huh? Gonna unlock this. Glad it didn't give me a key. I have to put the key away. That would be annoying. You know? What was I doing? I could have sworn I was doing something in here. Ah, there we go. There you go, come on. I almost got that one. Didn't almost get that one. Quick heck, shoot. Pickpocket these people. You know? My pickpocket skill up. almost didn't. Not it. Whatever. I can words when I want to. And words your friends behind. Your friends don't words, and if they don't words, then I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what I'm saying. What was I talking about?
The boss went down there? Today?
There we go. Easy.
Yeah, he's after Regia. Never seen him so angry.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Something's just felt wrong
Yeah,
down
he's
there.
after Regia. Never seen him so...
What's in the chest?
He is the
Nothing.
cat. Going on about the pale lady.
What was that?
Here's journal. Yep.
What was that?
What was what? Don't look over here. I'm not here. Can't you not see me? Can't you not see that I'm not here, Notley?
Get away. For me, huh?
Can't
Someone
hide
there?
from me. Lucky hit.
Sorry about that, Inigo. Sorry. Sorry, here. Let me help you back up with that. Don't attack me. He's, doing something. I don't think my chat is working. Hold on a sec. Okay, I clicked the link, although my chat definitely isn't working. Hold on a sec. Let me see what I can do about that. Refresh chat, please. Ah, the chat exists now. Don't know what is happening. Link, and it's my own clip. Oh, that little face he gives to, like, what are you looking at? Face. My own clip. I love that clip. Precious little. Or maybe it's like a clip of me, but not one that I made. I know I made a clip. I know I made a clip that looks just like that one, but like that might not be it. I do. My chat room is working now. I can see it now. So that's something. What was I doing? Oh, right, the sword. Looking for a sword. By that, of course, I mean I'm looting everything, and then maybe if there's a special fancy sword in all of the loot that I get, that'll be a good thing, right? I think special fancy swords are good, don't you? Like, in what way is it fancy, really? I see her in every shadow, hear her voice on every breath of wind, in my dreams, in my ears, in my mind. The pale lady. We have to stop her. Just return the sword and we can shut her away forever. I can't take this anymore. I have to do it. I must. Wow. Alright. Good thing that there were enemies nearby, or I might have accidentally ended up sneaking. Come on, Inigo. Like, I've just been sitting down here while I slaughtered his friends up here.
Thought I heard something.
Ow, ow, ow.
It's nothing.
Ow.
Oh no. Summoned goobers. I killed the summoned goobers, yeah! It's a shame I couldn't get their stuff. I didn't mean that. And you go. Feel better. Gonna just up my skill here. Yeah, restoration experience. Technically. I'm not anywhere, don't look. All the nosy people looking around for me. Can you imagine? Can you imagine people actually trying to find me? You're not supposed to do that. You're just supposed to, like, stand there and look stupid while I steal all your things. What am I doing? Give me what's in the pot. Potato soup. Oh, too good for those bandits that I stole it from. My potato soup now. Potato soup is legendary. What I came into this dungeon for. The only reason I ever played this game. Well, maybe not that much, but like it's something. It is something, and I will take it. Too much to run? What? According to whom? According to whom is it decided that I'm carrying too much to run? I could still run with this much. In real life, anyway. That's a lie. It'd take a lot more than this to make me run. I don't know. Right, I go by weight. I'm just a little bit distracted today. Part of the reason I stream mostly in the morning is that my meds haven't worn off, but right now, my meds are basically long gone, so I'm running on empty. 0 brain cells. Like, is it really empty if I'm, like, still going? Emptiness is... Happiness is finding a pencil, pizza with sausage, telling the time. Happiness is learning to whistle, trying your shoe for the very first time. What the hell am I singing? I think that's the Peanuts Broadway show. Don't ask me how I know that. But seriously, don't ask me how I know that. It's my job to ask you how you know that. Now, how the hell did you know that that was the Peanuts Broadway show? What's going on there? Like Broadway? Like show tunes? My mom listens to show tunes sometime, but she doesn't listen to that one. That's not a... Like, if I tried to ask her about that one, I bet she wouldn't even know what it was. Or maybe she would? I don't know. Maybe that is the kind of thing she listens to / watches. It really depends which mom you're talking about. One of them has a lot of free time, so she does, like, go around watching stuff and listening to stuff all the time. Do things to expand her horizons now that she's retired. The other mom, I wouldn't know where to start. Wow. That was real good. Happy with that. I'm happy with it. Activate that lever. Yeah. I go back around and we can go on that bridge there that wasn't there before.
What was that?
Nothing. Shut up. Stop looking.
They're done.
A cloaker. That's what that purple stuff was around them. They used the cloak spells. Give me your stuff. Easy. Assassinating people with a scalpel. That's what I do. Not what I do. I use bows and lightning. That's what I do. I don't know why I just decided to start hitting people with my scalpel all of a sudden. Give me that. It was an impulse, you know? Sometimes you have those. Maybe other people don't just have random impulses to do things. Maybe in video games or maybe it's only in video games that other people have those? I don't know. You know? You know, no, you know, no, no, you know. Alright, I need to get my thing out of my thing. There we go. Why did it... What? Waited until after I took it out to start the... That's weird. That's not supposed to be how that works. What? Yeah, okay, whatever. Inward we go.
Something's wrong. Boss been down there too long.
Yeah. Let's wait a little longer, then.
Then what? Finish your sentence. Finish your sentence, bandits. What you got? What has it got in its pocket, says?
You
Oh, come
can't
on,
hide from
seriously?
me. Ow!
That was easy. Too easy. I should take Inigo's ebony sword away. Replace it with like an iron sword or an orcish one. I think I have an orcish one in my inventory. I'll do that right now, so I do not forget. Inigo.
I am here for you.
Trade with me.
Pooling our resources.
Yeah, just give me your, here, let me put in this Orcish Glaive, Orcish Dagger of Reaping. Do I have any just normal swords? Can't give him that one, technically. I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. Orcish Glaive. Take it. And give me your ebony sword. There you go. Now
What's
you don't.
next?
Now you're not overpowered anymore, or at least hopefully not over. He's definitely going to still be pretty powerful, but. Ow! What the hey? Why would that? That's annoying. That's mean. Whoever did that was mean. The diggable ruin thing.
Ow!
Any more idiots around here? Kill. Give me your things.
What was that?
That was way too easy. I'm not complaining. Here, I'll finish mining your silver. Your last wish. Oh, there's a torch there I can get. Let me just, popped up my chair. Give me that torch. The punks. Video game punks. Where I want to go. That's where I need to go. What's this? Empty chest and some linen wraps. Okay. What? There was a... The chest populated with stuff after I opened it. That's weird. That's a weird thing. I don't like that. It's spooky. Spooky. Spooky, spooky. Spooky, kooky. Stop picking on me. Wait, there was this, online, but he's not anymore. That's sad. He's got good, content. Good things that he does. I would recommend him. Mortius. If you're ever in need of something to watch on Twitch and he happens to be streaming. Or you could, like, watch his backlogs. Unlike most people, his backlogs are pretty good, too. Gosh, have you seen my backlogs? Yikes. Let me just tell you. Yikes. Okay, I think I got everything. Oh. You're very welcome, Mortius. I was just over at your chat, seeing how you weren't doing the thing anymore, and I speak my mind, you know. I speak from the heart. I speak from several other body parts too, but I'm not going to list those here. Mostly the that reflex you have when you have something cute and fuzzy, and you just want to like squish it, fuzzy. Oh gosh, somebody's constipated in here. I should leave. Wait, no, Kier, that was the name of the guy that I was looking for, right? Oh, you're not constipated. You're dying. Hello.
Finally, someone came.
Hi. I know. I saw in your notes. Oh, you died. Wow. Oh, he turned into a wisp. Right, because of the wisp mother down here. I forgot about that. When people die near wisp mothers, they turn into wisps. You never really see it because, like, it's just not something that ever happens. Like, ever. Ah, what? Banish the pale lady. Yeah, okay. Kill that wisp. Kill that wisp. No, kill it. Kill the wisp. I killed it, and I'll take its wisp core. That over there is the pale lady. A real spooky wisp mother. She was attacking these people because they took her sword, and she wants her sword stuck in her pedestal. And that's what I'm doing. After I'm done here in Frostmerely, I have various other things that I want to do. Like basically I'm going around finishing up quests that I haven't finished. Where'd she go? That was easy. This is supposed to be a big deal? Guess not really. Well, there's all kinds of treasure in this place, so I have to go around and look for that now. Like up here. Right? No, that's the way I came. Damn it. Wisp core. Let me see if I can show you on the map. I have found most of the things, all the different you know, icons on the map all the way here and down here, and then I went up this way, and I came up through here to do this stuff before heading back this way and down into here and into Riften. I have so many quests that are just like, go to this part of the map, go to that part of the map. I have to put it all back on, don't I? Let me see if I can do that. Well, that's what I'm doing. Not that. That. No. No. Jeez, I'm not doing any of these ones. Oh, yeah, no, I gotta do that one. And that. This, that one. Basically, I had a lot of quests in my backlog, and I wanted to, try Secret Trials. Not that one. This one. That's in Solstheim. Do that. That's in Elsewhere. There we go. The Dwemer Monument. That's one that's near me. Those are all in Solstheim. Vigilant of Stennar. I'll see what that is about. Hill of the Mountains. All of the different those things, and yeah, I think that's about it. So now if I go on the map, you'll be able to see all this stuff on the side. All this stuff on the side here. You notice how it's all on that one side and not any over here? Because I'm about halfway done going through all those quests and getting all of the objectives. Did about half the map so far. Ooh, give me that. Give the thing. Give me that one too. Why are there ladybirds in here? What's the deal? Where was there was another one? I saw it. Whatever. So I know that there's treasure over here somewhere. By this? There was some kind of extra treasure chest in this place. I'm not going to mine the orichalcum. I want to, though. It might give me one of the gems I need for the various quests that I have. There's the sword. Track the blood in the heart. Oh, not the heart. It was an eye. Yes, Khajiit hearts aren't... There we go. The pale blade. Taking it. I found the stolen sword. The end. That was the end of the whole quest line. Yep. Completed the pale lady. Kinda weird. Where did the treasure chest go? I know there's a secret treasure chest if you look around in these hills here. Also, this area is, for some reason, considered outside so you can fast travel from it. I don't know that I'm going to do that, though. There's a few things I have to do back in the... There we go. Empty warhammer and a shield and that guy and this. No, there's a chest, though. There it is. Haha. Oh, master unlock. Ah, come on. Good. This is not the best content, but it's something. Just give me... Ah, phooey. I got some when I was here. Lower, how's that? Easy. You put your thing all the way back to the other side. Like, when you're lockpicking, I always put my thing back to the other side. Fortune Queen and Traveler's 5. Those might be good. Probably not, though. I probably already have them. Oh gosh, I'm turning into a pessimist. Be those bugs. Another wisp core. Give me some glow dust. Glow dust is good. It's valuable, maybe? There we go. That's what I was missing. Hello. The randomized word I get is frost breath. Good. Like 20% sure there was another chest over here, but guess not. Oh, there's a freaking heck. What is that? Oh, it's just a floating sword for no reason. Fine. That happens to everyone. Part of Arms 4. Definitely had that one already. Ah, those aren't the right scrolls. I'm looking for a scroll of Soul Trap. Don't know where those are. I don't know if they even spawn anymore. Honestly, I might be just too high level. At 109, I'm, yeah. We're loading, so we pet the cat. Actually, I could probably cat cam. There we go. Cat cam. Put on cat cam so it loads faster. Usually the second I put it on, it loads right up. Of course, when the game crashes. Oh, there you are, Nico. Where we are. No, no one can see me because I'm in cat cam. That's a pressure plate, but for what I don't know. Oh, for that apparently. What's down here? I mean, that was technically worth it, but like I could use some more. There we go. What else? Double, triple check. Ah, a chest. Give me another card. I'll have gotten like 5 cards in this place and it'll be totally worth my time. That was close. Too much to run, seriously? Fine, because I have the bottomless bag. Sort by weight, dump all the heavy things in. Look, at all the freaking quest items I have. I have Galti's sword, Hrolfdir's shield, Staff of Tandil, and Draven's bow. Those are all the quest items that I have. Not all of them, but like the heaviest ones. Karstag's skull. I could do Karstag. I'm level 100. He doesn't. Well, I mean, Karstag stops scaling at level 150. Karstag goes way high. Karstag's a super secret boss in the Dawnguard, not Dawnguard, Dragonborn. In the Dragonborn DLC. It's the super boss of Skyrim. What was I doing? Doesn't matter. Wait. Still slow. There we go. Random rope. Okay. Open the door. On my boots. There we go. Already searched everything here. Everything in this place. Wow. It was very easy to kick. This is the front door. Get me the hey-ho out of here. Should save first. I'm gonna save first. Crashes, that would be sad. Having to do all that over again. Oh gosh. 5 viewers, yeah. Right? Now I just need everyone to talk. No, I need... change the thing back. Had the title different, right? Title. That's fine. Lots of things are jinxed. I had the title set to Frostmerely for while I was in Frostmerely, right? I thought I had done that, but right now it says checklist chasing and landmark locating, which is what I had it set to when I started. Now I don't know. Fine. Knowing what you're doing is highly overrated, I've found. We're loading slow again. Cat cam. I just have to remember to not uncam the cat when the game does the loading. Or is loaded. After it's loaded. Not what? You know what? You get what I'm saying. There we go. And make a save out here. I don't mind when people show up and then leave immediately, because that just means that I'm visible, you know, that they went and they saw something, they clicked on it, and then they decided they didn't want to stay, but that's fine. As long as I am discoverable, there will be people who want to watch what I am wanting to do. I did that one already. Or I found that place already. I walked up close to the bars and I found it. Gotta locate. The hell's this? Looks like it's gonna be full of bandits. Can't wait. Incident shell left. Very good. I put my face on. What? Who's dragoning? Where? Where dragon? Oh, it's just a Draman. A Draman fighting Reeklings. There we go. Reeklings, stop it. Reeklings, you pricks. Stop staggering me. Yeah. That just means it was about to crash. And then it didn't. For some reason. I don't know. Whenever you're here, it doesn't seem to crash. Guy's dead. His looks not dead because reasons. Take that. Take that. I loot everything. All of the things are mine. Ah. Guys just randomly showed up for some reason. Where was I going? Oh yeah. There's like stuff over here. Which part is it? Apparently it's like this area that I haven't been in before. Find that. New things to do. I'll come back to that dwarven place later. Landmarks. Get on my map. Get me all the icons. Then I'll take a nap. Hell out of here. They're going to try to kill me if they see me. And there's a house down here. Ooh. That house is dead as shit. What happened to it? Bandits hovel. Sad. And bandits need a place to sleep. Give me stuff in your chest, though. Nope, nothing. Not even a single thing in here. Don't these bandits know that poverty hurts everyone? No. Onward. Can you see the... Whoa. Yeah, no, I constantly break Skyrim because I'm... Not only am I playing Skyrim, I'm also streaming from the same laptop. The laptop is really good with Skyrim when I'm not streaming. I'll have to leave that goat alone. The game has decided that it's doesn't want that goat to die. Although if we do end up crashing, you'll finally be able to see that I have started reading books, reading Skyrim books while I load up again after crashes because it takes a while. I'm back to the dwarven place. Gotta kill those bandits, gonna find whatever the hell is over here. Whoop, whoop. Next slide, please. I'd like to move on to the next slide, please. Can we go to the next slide, please? Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay. That's how you check, how you check if it's done lagging. You go woo 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 like that. But I guess it isn't done lagging. Oh Jesus. Okay, the game is not happy with this. I'm just gonna... Of course, as soon as I take my hands away, it decides it wants to work again. This is why I don't restart the game every time it does this. Oh, who's that? There's a person off to the side. Seriously? Can you not? I'm busy here.
Lucky hit.
Stop staggering me, I don't like it.
All you've got?
There we go, final. Easy. I want those though. Give me them. We're going this way. Not on any of my quest markers, but it is something that I need to do. Mazinsha left. There we go. And we're gonna end all this whole at. I'm gonna end this. Whoa! I was underground for a second when I hit the map. Today I want to end all the way down here because that's where the last dragon mask is that I don't have yet. Well, the last main island dragon mask. Besides the one that besides the one you have to do the main quest for, because apparently one of the dragon masks is locked behind the main quest, and isn't that just wonderful?
Someone there?
No one's here. And like the very end of the main quest too, which is just a pain in the arse. A right pain in the arse, as opposed to a left pain in the arse. I'm sure you all know the difference. It will be on the test. Oh, chain lightning time. Chain lightning actually does more damage than the normal lightning spell I use. I just don't ever want to use chain lightning because it hurts my followers, you know? And then they get mad at me and they attack me. We continue into whatever this place is. I have no memory.
Time to end this little game. Time to
Stop
die,
that.
hero.
Oh god, you're doing no damage. Oh, you're doing some damage. Yikes. Oh, there's another one. Where do these idiots keep coming from? They're all out of the woodwork.
Ow!
I'll try and make these quick. Victory is yours.
Ah, Inigo, I didn't mean for that, sorry.
That's it? That's all you've got?
What even is going on? Oh, I'm dying. Please no die. Please no die. What?
Ow.
Yeah. Okay. I should help you out with that, Inigo, because I hit you a lot. There you go. See, he's missing health. That's why he's not saying anything. When he has full health, he'll say, "I'm fine. Don't waste your magic on me. I'm healing him." And that will help out my restoration skill, which is like still pretty shit. Of all the things that I haven't gotten, I've legendaried pretty much all the skills at this point, with restoration being one of the few holdouts to that. One-handed and two-handed are also exceptions to that, and whatever else I was talking about I have forgotten. Wait, wasn't there a... Oh, there it is. What? What just happened? You have an arrow in your head, dude. Arrows, don't point it at me. Yeah, he'll be fine. Feeling that... Oh! Mazincha left work order, yeah! With this writing, fine. The deal is you help me get artifacts out of this ruin and I deliver them to my buyer. No artifacts, no coin. I will pay by the piece, so get as many as you can. Good luck getting anything for these without me. Cool. Huh. Ooh, arrows all over the place. Oh gosh. There were people having fun here without me. That's not allowed. Allowed to have fun without me. I can't get fun. I eat fun for breakfast. There's horrors on my digestive system though. I really don't want to eat fun. Try eating normal things like cereal. Ever eaten cereal for breakfast? That's also a mistake. Cereal is a lie made up by the corporate cereal agenda. Cereal and milk. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day? It's not true. You can go without breakfast. Lunch, there's the most important meal of the day. So if you have breakfast, it isn't. It's like breakfast or lunch. You gotta eat. At some point in the day, you have to eat. Who knew? Food is important. Just the way people are. What am I talking about? Jesus Christ. I get on a tangent and I run with it. And I could do that forever. It's lots of fun. But I can't actually do it forever because all my life people have made fun of me for it. So I tend to like terminate my own thoughts. You know? Like my train of thought just crashes. Millions die. You ever seen a train crash? Like a train wreck? Like a real train wreck? You ever seen that Power Rangers where the Megazord was a train? That was an okay one. I think it was the magic one where one of the guys had a Megazord train. It was one of the secondary ones, you know. I know that. Oh no, wait. Lightspeed Rescue I think had... Technically some of it was a train? What am I talking about? What is anything? Huh. Empty barrels. Including everything. Everything. All mine. I do want to go in there, see what, going on in there. They do. What's Mazincha left? I'm pretty sure there's going to be a quest for that. Like if I... Where am I on my map? What quests do I need to do? I need to defeat the Guardian Skeever. That's a good one. Those are meet him at the Hunters... Meet him at the Temple of Stendar, right? The Crimson Nurnroots are down there in Alftand. Hmm. Hmm. What are they doing? Cricketed Dawnstar. Huh. Uh-huh. Fan, that's a good one. Why didn't I get that one while I was down there? Wasn't down there. Kill the Crusader and recruit Ariana in Helyarchin. That's good. I like Helyarchin. The suspicious elf is in Yorgrim Overlook. God, there's so many cool things. Ew. I'll head down. There's too much to do. Too much to do. I can't stop here. As much as I want to go inside, I shall not. Shan't. Tell anyone. It's between us. Embarrassing, you know? Can't all over the place. I had to have people help me clean it up? No, wait, no. That's taking the joke too far. How far can you take a joke? Before it is too far. Is it like the body count? Because in that case, then very few jokes have gone too far. But, what was I gonna say? I'd forgotten. Get the hey-ho out of here. Hey-ho, what you gonna go? Hey-ho, what you gonna do? Way. What? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to lightning it, not heal it. Stupid ice wolf. Ah, 81 destruction. That's like almost good again. That's why I keep using lightning spells despite my bows also not being good. I just want one thing that's level 100. Keep it there. Last time I got my lightning spells to level 100, it was like I got the capstone of the lightning, which is really annoying because it shoots people like straight to the moon. And it's funny and fun. Oh, big lag. Make a save. Don't want to lose all that work I just did, looting everything. So the capstone of the lightning thing shoots people straight to the moon, and that's a lot of fun, but it's also not very good because stop that. Oh, hey. Ah, there's an invisible skeever here. It keeps glitching in and out of the barrow. That's good. I'm happy about that. I defeated it. What? Where did I? Apparently I defeated it. Yay me. Ooh, a chest. What's in the chest? What have ye, chest? Garbage. Just like not even worth my time. I can't believe I feel so insulted. I feel disrespected. What's this over here? What? What's down there? That's like... Map, what's going on? Oh, right. The one thing that I didn't do. It's there. In the Temple of the Divines, it's the Crusader's Sword. That's fine. Not what I need to be doing right now. I need to be going down there to that village. Talk to someone named Froki. No, wait, not Froki. Froki? Froki's the one who had the quest, right? The Kill the Guardian Animals quest. Hey, wait, why am I not a ghost? I'm wearing the ghost hat. So much stuff to remember. Ooh, this is a nice mining slideshow. This is fine, you know? I say to myself, this is fine. Take a sip from my cup of coffee, though I don't actually drink coffee. See? Get me away from here. It was taking too long. I'm never going to be able to get that iron. I don't think it even exists anymore. Whoa. What? And it, what? And it, what? What? Whatever. Make a save, hope the game stops lagging. Or crashes. Crashing is fine too. Just if I restart it, like the second I go to restart it is exactly when it would have just stopped crashing or stopped lagging. You know, so it's kind of a moot point. Not like a moot point as in from the moot in Skyrim, because the moot is a thing in Skyrim. That's the thing you could do if you don't want to do the the war thing. What was I doing? God, it lagged a lot there. Please stop that. Where am I supposed to be going? There's supposed to be someone here that I need to talk to.
If you need me, I'm with you.
Who? Who said that? What? I don't understand. Okay, that's not lagging. Oh, but the thing is lagging. But this is... But there's... Where's Tikrid? There. She's like right on top of me, isn't she? Yeah, Tikrid.
Oh, it's you again. Thank you for earlier. I'd appreciate if you kept some of the more embarrassing details to yourself.
That's fine. I don't remember what happened at all. Ah, I could marry this person. Or I could have them as a follower. Nice.
Goodbye.
Can't even get the chicken egg. Okay, I could... There's like a few other things I could do here, but I'm not going to, because instead I'm going immediately this way. Alright? Well, map, tell me what I'm doing. Hang out with that map. Yeah, right there. I go here, and I go up to... Cleared Hellas Fall. I could go up to there, find all this stuff. Hobbs Fall Cave, that has something important in it. And in the meantime, I'm just going to find these Stendar people, see what they have to talk to me about. Hello? Game? Ah! Ow. Game really doesn't like it when I want to jump on this wall. Now it's not lagging at all. What the hey-ho happened? There we go. That's what I'm headed for. Right? That's what I'm headed for, right? What? Southern Ravine. What? That's not... It doesn't even have a marker on the map? What is this nonsense? This is a wolf den, not a saber cat den. Oh gosh, that's a tree person. Like a snow tree person? Frost Spriggan, yeah. Why is there a Frost Spriggan? I guess there were fire ones on that island, but like... Why? And an ice pile too, that's kooky. Spooky spooky. Dude. My god, dude, it was so weird. Oh. What was I talking about? I have forgotten. I wonder if there's anything like to find here. Bloody bones. Oh, I can't take those bones, but I could take these bones. Yeah, arms and legs. My mods lets me take more bones than I normally would be able to. That's your explanation for that. Whatever. Right, I forgot. I have to, Really, that's not what I wanted to press, but that's fine. I need to look at the map, too. Past them. What? What? Okay, whatever. I need to... Nope, that's the wrong button again. Here we go. And drink, that's what I need to do. Apple pie, my favorite food. At least in Skyrim, anyway. Also my favorite food in real life, but don't tell my mom that, because she thinks I eat... She thinks I eat real people food, which is, like, so not true. Never. Sugar and garbage for me all the way. Got a metabolism like you would not believe. So, it doesn't actually show that it's on the map. It doesn't show that there's anything to the north. While here, it should show that there's something real close to the north. That's slightly unnerving. Whatever. I shall continue on my way. I'll just take that off then. Consider it a failure. Oh yeah. Checking things off the list. That's it might sound sad, but that's how I do things in real life too. Oh, that's impossible to do anymore. It's a failure. Check it off the list. I should stop trying to mine. Oh no! I got broken again! I can't save because I'm in the middle of mining. Shice. Well, the game has crashed. Or soft-locked at the very least. In which case, I have to load from my latest save. Right there. Good. And while I'm loading, I'll do this, and I will be reading to you from where we left off. We were in Game at Dinner. That is the background on that night, last night. Yesterday morning, I received a curt invitation to dine with the prince. Based on my own paranoia, I dispatched one of my servants, who was a good and loyal servant of the house Dress, to watch the place and report back anything unusual. Just before dinner, he returned and told me what he had witnessed. A man cloaked in rags had been given entrance to the palace, and had stayed there for some time. When he left, my servant saw his face beneath the cloak. Alchemist of infamous repute, said to be a leading suppliers of exotic poisons. A fine observer, my servant also noticed that the alchemist entered the palace smelling of wickweed, bittergreen, and something alien and sweet. When he left, he was odorless. He had come to the same conclusion as I did. The prince had procured ingredients to prepare poison. Bittergreen alone is deadly when eaten raw, but the other ingredients suggested something far deeper. As your unholiness can doubtless imagine, I went to dinner that night prepared for any eventuality. All of Prince Helseth's other counselors were in attendance, and I noticed that all were slightly apprehensive. Of course, I imagined that I was in a nest of spies, and all knew of the prince's mysterious meeting. It is just as likely that some knew of the alchemist's visit, while the others were simply concerned by the nature of the prince's invitation, and still others merely unconsciously adopted the tense disposition of their fellow, better-informed counselors. The prince, however, was in fine mettle, and soon had everyone relaxed and at ease. Oh, I see. The prince, however, was in fine mettle, and soon had everyone else relaxed and at ease. At 9, we were all ushered into his dining hall, where the feast had been laid out. And what a feast! Honeyed gorapples, fragrant stews, roasts and various blood sauces, and every variety of fish and fowl, expertly and ostentatiously prepared. Crystal and gold flagons of wine, Flynn, Shane, and Matz were at our seats to be savored as appropriate with each course. As tantalizing as the aromas were, it occurred to me that in such a maze of spices and flavors, a discreet poison would be undetectable. Throughout the meal, I maintained the illusion of eating the food and drinking the liquor, but I was surreptitious and swallowed nothing. Finally, the plates and food were cleared from the table, and a tureen of spicy broth was placed in the center of the banquet. The servant who brought it then retired, closing the banquet hall door behind him. "Smells divine," said the Marchioness Colgar, the Nordwoman. "But I cannot eat another thing." "Your Highness," I added, feigning a tone of friendliness and slight intoxication, "you know that everyone at this table would gladly die to put you on the throne of Morrowind, but is it really necessary that we gorge ourselves to death?" The others at the table agreed with appreciative groans. Prince Helseth smiled. "I swear by Vermina the Gifter, my dark liege, even you have never seen such a smile as this one." Ironic words. You see, an alchemist visited me today. As some of you already doubtless know, he showed me how to make a marvelous poison and its antidote. A most potent potion, excellent for my purposes. No restoration spell will aid you once you've ingested it. Only the antidote in the tureen will save you from certain death. And what a death! From what I've heard, I am eager to see its effects. I'm eager to see if the effects are all that the alchemist promised. It should be horribly painful for the afflicted. Quite entertaining. No one said a word. I could feel my heart beating hard in my chest. Your Highness, said Alarat the Dunmer. Said Alarat the Dunmer I suspected of alliance with the temple. Have you poisoned someone at this table? You're very astute, Alarat, said Prince Helseth, looking at the table, eyeing each of his advisors carefully. Little wonder I value your counsel, as indeed I value all in this room. It would be perhaps easiest for me to say who I haven't poisoned. I haven't poisoned any who serve but one master, any whose loyalty to me is sincere. I haven't poisoned any person who wants to see King Helseth on the throne of Morrowind. I haven't poisoned anyone who isn't a spy for the Empire, the Temple, the House of Telvanni, the House of Redoran, the House of Indoril, the House of Dress. Your Unholiness, he looked directly at me at his last words. I know that in certainty. My face is practiced at keeping my thoughts from showing, but I immediately thought of every secret meeting I've had, every coded message I sent to you and the house, my dark liege. What could he know? What could he, even without knowing, suspect? I felt my heart beat even faster. Was it fear or poison? I couldn't speak, certain as I was that my voice would betray my calm facade. Those loyal to me who wish harm on my enemies may be wondering how I can be certain that the poison has been ingested. It is possible that the guilty party, or dare I say, parties, were suspicious and merely pretended to eat and drink tonight. Of course, but even the craftiest of pretenders would have to raise a glass to his or her lips and put empty forks or spoons in their mouths to play the charade. The food, you see, was not poisoned. The cups and cutlery were. If you did not partake out of fear, you're poisoned just the same, and sadly missed an excellent roast. Sweat beaded on my face, and I turned from the prince so he would not see. My fellow advisors, all of them, frozen in their seats, from the Marchioness Kolgar, white with fear, to Kima Inebe, visibly shaking, from the furrowed, angry brow of Alarat to the statue-like statue-like stare of Burgess. I couldn't help thinking then, could the prince's entire counselorship be comprised of nothing but spies? Was there any person at the table loyal? And then I thought, what if I were not a spy myself? Would I trust Helseth to know that? No one knows better than his advisors both the depths of the prince's paranoia and the utter implacability of his ambition. If I were not a spy for the House Dress, even then would I be safe? Would a loyalist be poisoned because of a not-so-innocent misjudgment? Others must have been thinking the same, loyalists and spies alike. My mind whirled. I could hear the prince's voice addressing all assembled. The poison acts quickly. If the antidote is not taken within 1 minute from now, here will be death at the table. I couldn't decide whether I had been poisoned or not. My stomach ached, but I reminded myself it might have been the result of sitting at a sumptuous banquet and not partaking. My heart shook in my chest, and a bitter taste like trauma root stung in my lips. Again, was it fear or poison? These are the last words you will hear if you are disloyal to me. Said Prince Helseth, smiling that damned smile as he watched his advisors squirming in their seats. Take the antidote and live. Could I believe him? I thought of what I knew of the prince and his character. Would he kill a self-confessed spy at his court? Or would he rather send the vanquished back to his masters? The prince was ruthless, but either possibility was within his manner. Surely the theatricality of this whole dinner was meant to be a presentation to instill fear. What would my ancestors say if I joined them after sitting at a table, eventually dying of poison? What would they say if I took the antidote, confessing my allegiance to you in the house dress, and was summarily executed? And I confess, I thought of what you might do to me, even after I was dead. I had grown so lightheaded and filled with my own thoughts that I didn't see Burgess jump from his seat. I was only suddenly aware that he had the tureen in his hands and was gulping down the liquid within. There were guards all around, though I never noticed them entering. Burgess, said Prince Helseth, still smiling. You have spent some time at Ghostgate. House of Redoran? You didn't know? Burgess laughed sourly. No, House. I report to your stepsister, Queen of Wayrest. I've always been in her employ. By Akata, she poisoned me because you thought I was working for some damnable dark elves? You're half right, said the prince. I didn't guess who you were working for, or even that you were a spy. But you're also wrong about me poisoning you. You poisoned yourself when you drank from the tureen. Your Holiness, you don't need to hear how Burgess died. I know that you have seen much over many, many years of your existence, but you truly don't want to know. I wish I could erase the memory of his agonies from my own mind. The council was dismissed shortly thereafter. I do not know if Prince Helseth knows or suspects that I too am a spy. I do not know how many others last night, were as close as I was to drinking from the tureen before Burgess did. I only know that if the prince does not suspect me now, he will. He cannot win at the games he has mastered long ago at the court of Wayrest. Beg your own holiness, my dark liege Johanne, to use your influence in the house dress and dismiss your loyal servant from this charge. Publisher's note. Of course, the anonymous writer's signature has not been on any reprint of the letter since the original. And that's it. The end of a game at dinner. Hold on a second. Skyrim is taking quite too long to load. Quite too long. Like, dude, why? Ah. Oh, there it goes. It's finally crashing. Because I tried to fix it. If that doesn't just freaking tell you everything you need to know about my game of Skyrim, then you'll... Yeah. Close the program. Okay, and we'll try again. Okay, loading up, right? It might be. Yeah, there it is. Okay, in the meantime, I will continue reading. The next book that I had prepared, called Paula. It has volumes. There we go. Oh, two. Paula. Pa-la. Paula. I remember when I first heard that name, not long ago at all. It was at a Tales and Tallows ball at a very fine estate west of Mir Korup, to which I and my fellow Mages Guild initiates had found ourselves unexpectedly invited. Truth be told, we needn't have been too surprised. There were very few other noble families in Mir Korup. The region had its halcyon days as a resort for the wealthy far back in the Second Era, and, on reflection, it was only appropriate to have sorcerers and wizards present at a supernatural holiday. Not that we were anything more than... What was I doing? Where was I? Not that we were anything more exotic than students at a small, non-exclusive charter house of the guild. But like I said, there was a paucity of other choices available. For close to a year, the only home I had known was the rather ramshackle, if sprawling, grounds of the Mir Korup Mages Guild. My only companions were my fellow initiates, most of which only tolerated me, and masters whose bitterness at being at a backwater guild prompted never-ending abuse. Immediately, the School of Illusion had attracted me. The Magister, who taught us, recognized me as an apt people who loved not only the spells, of the science, but their philosophical underpinnings. There was something about the idea of warping the imperceptible energies of light, sound, and mind that appealed to my nature. Not for me, the flashy schools of destruction and alteration, the holy schools of restoration and conjuration, practical schools of alchemy and enchantment, or the chaotic school of mysticism. No. I was never so pleased as to take an ordinary object and by a little magic make it seem something other than it was. It would have taken more imagination that I had to apply that philosophy to my monotonous life. After the morning's cat, are you okay? He's having fun. He's having fun. What was I reading? Damn it, cat. It would have taken more imagination than I had to apply that philosophy to my monotonous life. After the morning's lessons, we were assigned tasks for our evening classes. Mine had been to clean out the study of a recently deceased resident of the guild and categorize his clutter of spellbooks, charms, and incunabula. The word, what does it mean? I'm going to look that up. Incunabula. Search Google. An early printed book, especially one printed before 1501. Good. I like that. Old ass books. That's a cool word. Very niche, very you have no reason to use it, but the fact that you know it means something about who you are as a person and how much of a nerd you are. I'm going to wear that one like a badge, you know? Incunabula. It was a lonely and tedious appointment. Magister Tendixus. Tendixus. It's all one word, but like, seriously, that's his name? Magister Tendixus was an inveterate collector of worthless junk, but I was reprimanded any time I threw something away of the least possible value. Gradually I learned enough to deliver each of his belongings to the appropriate department. Potions of healing to the Magisters of Restoration, books on physical phenomena to the Magisters of Alteration, herbs and minerals to the alchemists, and soul gems and bound items to the enchanters. After one delivery to the enchanters, I was leaving with my customary lack of appreciation, when Magister Ilther called me back. "Boy," said the portly man, handing me back one item. "Destroy this." It was a small black disc covered with runes, with a ring of red-orange gems like bones circling its periphery. I'm sorry, Magister," I stammered. "I thought it was something you'd be interested in." "Take it to the Great Flame and destroy it," he barked, turning his back on me. "You never brought it here." My interest was piqued, because I knew the only thing that would make him react such a way. Necromancy. I went back to Magister Tendixus's chamber and pored through his notes, looking for any reference to the disc. Unfortunately, most of the notes had been written in a strange code that I was powerless to decipher. I was so fascinated by the mystery that I nearly arrived late for my evening class in enchantment, taught by Magister Ilther himself. For the next several weeks, I divided my time categorizing the general debris. Nope. We continue. There we go. Map. What am I doing? Oh, I haven't even talked to Tickrid yet. Cat, why? Why you attack me? I thought we was friends. You? You, Tickrid.
Oh, it's you again. Thank you for earlier.
Yep,
I'd appreciate
I
if you
completed that
kept some of
quest.
the more
Easy.
embarrassing details to yourself.
Random fish there, okay. That's fine. Make a save. Take the journal. Take that off. I actually will have to return to Froki and I have to go down there anyway, so. And there. Ethereum. For the last Ethereum one? Because I don't think it tells you. Hello. So I did Arntham. Ah! Stop scratching me, you brat! God, what a prick. Nope, nope, you did it again, you're down. Mean. He's a mean cat. Now we have this cat. Hi, Grams. I'm here doing my thing. I just finished reading some after the game. Well, it didn't crash. It soft locked, which is like a crash, but you know, more annoying. Everything's wrong. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. By which I mean I can't see what I'm doing at all. Wait, Robstar. The one that I've been? I just had to kick out the other cat because he was friggin' scratching me. What a jerk. What was I doing? Oh yeah, all that. I had just finished getting rid of those things that I needed to do when the game crashed. Or again, soft locked. Plated and no more thirsty. Make a save. My inventory. I have the Ethereum shards. That one, that one, that one. Right piece. Bulbthar. Rests. Robsar. So which one is that one? Insha left. Zendar. No, I gotta take that one off. Alf Tand. And Robthar? Raldbathar. Right piece of the thing. Probably something you already have on my markers. Turn to Froki. Deafness Death. That. Into Sorrentino. Egg. Hurt someone. Shrine of Azura. Hacker's Tower. Armor of the Crusader, that's a good one to find, but that's not Delft. I don't know. I don't remember that. Aline Dufont, yeah, for the... Can you... But, like, you can go in before that, right? Just don't know where it is. It's been so long. Next to Windhelm. Windhelm is this one. Yeah. There-ish, maybe? Arngthand. Whatever, I need to go around that area anyway. Logren's Tomb, that's good. There-ish, okay. I will get to that then. I try again to find this Temple of Stendar. What? You. The friendly husky. Who are you? Dawnguard. Yeah, Dawnguard bros. That's where I need to go. Up there. At least I think so anyway. I don't know the cave for the white file. It's been so long since I've done most of the stuff. This is Debella. That's not... Who's there?
Fancy your chances, eh? What an embarrassment.
Why did that wolf think it had a chance? Map, help me out. Crown of the Bella. There. It's to the... So that's where I'm going. Find this temple. Okay, so I'll go there when I'm in that area. I'm just like the title of the stream says, I'm going all around finding lots of all the things. Stendar, this is the Stendar thing, right? Doesn't look like it. Map, help me out with that. I guess this is the Temple of Stendar. I'm just not gonna, like, ever go into it right now. And no, I'll do that later. I'll come back and do that later. Don't have to go into a place that I might not be able to get out of, so I'll go into my journal and take that off. Stendar. There we go. Save. Okay. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna be finding these things. Where did you come from? Last time I was here, there was a... Get all possible quests at once. That's a smart thing to do, but also a really, really dumb thing to do. I like it, and I dislike it. Glad you're doing it, because I wouldn't want it. That much stuff would make my ADHD go crazy. Bones. Well, I can't get that. Bones, bone. More bones? Doesn't look like it. Okay, get me the hell out of here. Where am I going? That's where I'll go next. Make sure there's nothing down that way. Yeah. This way. I didn't find it. I have to go inside.
What was that?
Nothing. Stop looking. Where's the mine? Do I have to go down here? Yeah, iron mine. Okay, now what? Right now I'm just looking to... Like, I have all the quests that I'm doing while I'm exploring. So if I'm in the area, then... Yeah. The best way to grind is, in the first cave. You can sneak behind the guys. Or sneak attack the guys with daggers, and it'll grind your one-handed and you're sneaking. Or something like that.
Time to go for it.
No, you can go through it if you want, dude. I just... freaking bandits. Where?
That it? That's your best?
Dealt with.
Yeah, grinding to 81. theoretically the best way to do it would be with smithing, but you couldn't get any of the materials you needed to smith. Yeah, that's what I do. I just grind until I get level 100 in each of the skills, and then I switch skills. Like I have almost level 100 in all of the magic things. I'm almost level 100 in destruction, so I just... once I'm done with that, I'll go back to... Actually, I'll try out one-hand and two-hand, because I haven't even gotten those to the first 100 yet, let alone legendary them. Right. Map, help me. So, up here there's stuff I'm missing. Down here there's stuff I'm missing. So I'm gonna go up here, and then down there. Or down there, then up here. Down there, up here, then I go around, and I could go down that way. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So, up first. Northeast. Ogma Infinium, right, I forgot about that. I guess. But like, I don't know, later. Like I'm doing this whole thing where I'm exploring all over the place and finding all the different map markers. It's even almost going well for me. I've gotten all the... There's lots of quests that make you run around and do things in a lot of different places. I've gotten most of them done. Or some of most of them done. Something like that. Whatever I was saying, I don't remember. I love how they spin around like that when they're doing electric convulsions. Swamp spider. How did a swamp spider get up here? Now, map, where am I? Am I close to one of the things I need to do? Kind of. If I go straight west from here, I get the Hobbs Fall Cave. No, not west, east. Now, Hobbs Fall Cave has something. Ah, so no spider fears. That's a good mod. Glad it makes the game accessible for people that wouldn't otherwise play it. There we go, Hobbs Fall Cave. I'm pretty sure Hobbs Fall Cave has something in it that I wanted. Remember the name. Now mining is what got me soft locked last time, so I'm not going to try that right now. So there's lots of people up there that wanted to kill me. Sucks to be them. So let's go in. See what the heck is going on. Just stretched and did a little comfy move. Free quest in Hobbs Fall Cave. That's good. I don't know if I have them yet. Or maybe you're talking about a location that was on my map that had 3 quests. Back of my fingers, cat. Like stretching, except for just your hands. Which is important. I am a gamer. Hobbs Cave, yeah. I think there's at least one of those Stones of Baranzaya inside, but oh, I don't remember at all what's inside. Loot for bards, Gem of Baranzaya, and Vex side quest. So basically, I have to come here again twice. That's fine. I don't mind that. Oh gosh, they're fighting in there. If things. Did I take it? I thought I took it. Whatever. I'm having fun. Looting everything. What? 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 Someone summoned a Drawman. Lag in my game. Stupid Drawmans. Drawmans are loud too. And annoying. Hey, stop that. Oh god. That Skeleman is A-posing.
Your cover is blown.
Our cover isn't blown. I'm still sneaking, you jerks.
This'll all be over soon.
Oh. It died, so it doesn't exist anymore.
Phew. Wasn't sure which way that was going to go.
I'm not. Dude, I'm level 100. You're fine. Being such a side quest. What was I talking about? What's in the chest? Blah. Yeah, I got it. Annoying how you can only do it sometimes.
Playing tricks on me.
Yeah, there's nothing here. Stop asking questions you don't want answers to. Frickin' bandit. Pickpocket. Practice. Take it. That too. Ah, come on. Seriously? How are you gonna do that to me? Jerk. You heard nothing. Stop pretending you heard something. Ah, reset your Steam achievements too. That's more work than I'd ever put in for something like that. Better man than me. Or at least better 100%er than me. Nothing. Stop asking dumb questions. These necromancers always just not the brightest, huh? Oh gosh, that was not as damaging as I thought it would be. I like how my friends aren't attacking these ones. That's good. Oh, now they are. They figured it out.
Rather exciting.
Here, let me help you out with that. Inigo, feel better. You could do it. I believe in you, Inigo.
They're done.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I want to do too, except even with the mods. There's like some things that you can only get if you have to reload a lot, and there's some things you can only get if you where am I? Wait. No, wait. There's some things that are like you can only get this if you don't get that one, and it I don't know, it's kind of cheap that you can miss out on some stuff even though you're doing everything perfect. And then even if you do everything perfect, there's some things that like well then how will you know if you've got everything, okay? How about that? Look at these. These aren't helmets aren't the kind I was thinking of, but sometimes there's things that have the same name but different IDs. Like, okay, when you know the normal fancy clothes and the fancy clothes that you get when you go to do the diplomatic immunity quest line, they have different IDs. They're technically named the same thing, but they have different IDs. So would you keep that second thing of fancy clothes even though it looks the same and it has the same name? I did. That's what I did. And then there's the party shoes from that same quest. They're just called the party shoes randomly. They're identical to like basically a lot of other shoes, but they're called something different. So cheating stuff in. That's what I did, yeah. Can't even pickpocket this fool. That's what I wanted to have happen. Sneak attack for 6 times damage. That's a whole different place. I don't want to go there yet.
Is someone there?
No, no one's there. Don't look.
What was that? Did you hear?
They're duplicates of each other. They're clones.
Someone there? Is someone?
Dead but she's broken. Could be. Could be twins. Arch Necromancer, Necromage, Novice Necromancer. Maybe they were, like, time travel siblings. In the chest! Give me a card. Ugh. Yeah. I love that when you could pick it up without reading it. Yeah. They're time travel siblings. She's this one is the novice, and then they went into the future and they became a normal necromage, and then they became an arch necromancer later on. Please try to ignore that one of please try to ignore that the first one is a guy. It's fine. During one of his time travel trips, he ate the he ate the insanity burger or whatever it's called. Sorcerer's Ring. Oh. Wait, I wanted to actually read that one though. Damn it. Sorcerer's Note. Maybe it has an asterisk? No, where is it? A Sorcerer's Note? Don't understand. Yeah, sex change spell. Where's the bloody... Is it in here? Did I not get to read it? Oh, yeah, search bar. You're right. You're right. Well, there was a ring and a note. So... No. Damn it. I clicked out. Here. Sorcerer's Ring. Okay. It's a fancy one. It's a unique ring. Added by one of the mods I have, but I wanted to read that note that it came with. Damn it. Ah, well, whatever. A takeable goat head. I'm happy about that. I already searched this part. There we go. That's something. Missed. Let me see if I can find it. Help. There's note. Oh, that doesn't exist. If I do that. That doesn't exist either. Okay, so turns out that the note wasn't real and I was crazy the whole time. Okay. Sorcerer 4. That's a lot of NPCs. HDPTs are conjuring things. Weapons, class, role. Perk, book, spell. Spell tome. Like, I searched the name of it, so if it didn't show up, then it wouldn't... It just doesn't exist, basically. Let me get all the items. Or... Yeah, so... It doesn't exist. I was just crazy, that's all. I was just crazy, that's all. Okay, now we go this way. Find out what this way takes me to.
What was that?
All that sleep really, like... Here's what happens when I don't sleep. If I go here, you'll see that I have mild fatigue, and that gives me base stamina and magic are reduced by about 15%. Movement speed is reduced by 5%, which is a good thing, and I learn skills slower. So it's just slightly slower skills. It's not like it reduces my effectiveness at all. Ah, I almost got it. It opens it, but the thing disappears, and then I don't have to press the button for it to continue. There, I just missed it entirely. Ugh. There we are, the Stone of Baron Zaya. Gonna end up with like all 24 of them before I even start the Thieves Guild, except not really because you have to be in the Thieves Guild to get some of them, so whatever. Apothecary Satchel has boring thing. Sometimes in the Apothecary Satchels you get some really good ingredients, like I've gotten Carcharodon teeth, which... Alchemist Note Fish. Can't even turn the pages, that's it. Okay. I mean, it's a new thing. Do I awaken feeling well rested? Oh, I awaken feeling rested, not well rested. Definitely don't have the lover's embrace perk, which is always a sad thing to happen. Sad thing to have happen when you don't have that, you know? What's in here? Give me your cards, game. I'm missing so many. I want those bonuses. Rat. Ah, you're going to sleep. Okay. Goodbye, Grams. It's like 5 p.m. where I am, so that means it's like, who even knows in the morning where you are? You gotta go to sleep, dude. Go. Go, have good sleep. Get your beauty rest, buddy. But you need it, but I don't know. Never hurts. You know what I'm saying? Can't do that. Ah, there we go. That was easy. Where to next? Pocket says... Oh. I mean, those are good things, and I like them. But, like, seriously? It was 90%. How you gonna get freaking 90%, dude? I was literally invisible. This? Just a random Redguard person. Okay. Don't even give Redguard people a name. That's racist. See you later, Graham. Have fun sleeping. Sweet dreams. Other, you know, the word? Platitudes, that's the word. Other platitudes that you say when people are going to sleep. And you like them and you want them to like you. I don't know, I'm very, some would say, obsessed with telling the absolute truth. So when I say stuff like that, I immediately feel the need to undermine myself by saying, no, but it's real this time, not like all the other times that people say it. Oh god. Diabolists are annoying. Brave singer, stop that.
That's the best you can do. Is someone there?
Stop healing. You jerk. I just need you to die. I like that I can interrupt their spells with my spells. That's always good. Stop healing. Just die. So close to dying. Oh. Lucian, feel better, okay? And where's Inigo? Is he in there too? No, he's not in there. He's too smart for that. You should learn something from him, Lucian. Honestly, boy. Lorena, that's just a person. Is that a person being held captive here? Might have to resurrect her, see if she's an okay person. Not the Grave Singer, though. Those are annoying. Don't even want to take the chance of having to resurrect one of them. Right, go by weight. Okay, keep going. Keep dumping stuff out. Where all the weight is coming from, though? Like, I don't have that much stuff. Or that much heavy stuff, anyway. That must mean I have accumulated a lot of really small things. Not a good thing. That's not good. Look, there's 12 buckets. That's where a lot of the weight is coming from. That's 24 pounds right there. Alright, looking like this. Look, 6 iron daggers. There we go. Immediately the weight starts melting away. 7 of these. Those. 8 of those. Wow. 13 of them. Okay, that's a lot. 8 of them. What else? Oh, some stuff that I need to put on, which is good. Potions, anything that I have over 5 of that I don't want to keep? No. None of the scrolls of spell trap. Red wines, there we go. 6 of those. 8 of them. 8 of them. 7. 9. Oh, not that. I don't want to put away the onions. There we go. That. Oh, stop that. New game. Only do what I tell you to do, dang it. There. 53 human hearts. That's 53 weight. Elven hearts, 20 of them. There we go. Now we're finally figuring it out. Anything else that I have a lot of? Anything over 10? Getting caught up in this, and I really shouldn't be, but also at the same time I just want it all out of my inventory. Those. Them. Alright, whatever. Oh, wait. Damn it. There's one thing I didn't check. This. Anything I have a lot of in here? And technically that, but also technically this. There we go, that's something, maybe. I don't know. 9 iron ore, that's a lot, maybe. Lanterns. I could put away some of my soul gems since I'm not filling them right at this second. Alright, whatever. Continue onward. Wait, no we don't. I wanted to see what Lorena... like... ahead. Or this way. And then... resurrect. Not. Oh, she's not resurrectable. She's scripted to die. That's sad. So she is an important person. She's just important because she's dead. That's very sad. Sad panda times. Who are you? The dark elf with no name? Oh, black soul gem. Some ooky garbage going on here. Nope, can't take that. I could take this though. What's in the chest? Give me a card. Antia's flute. That's good. The rest of this stuff ain't so good. Lame. 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 There we go. Unlock that door. No. Ah, come on. I was so close. Ah, what? How did it get over there? There we go. Take that. Take that. This. That. That one too. This one. None of the other bones are in here, which is worrying. Or it might be. I was able to be worried. Guess that's it. That's all of them. That's all the places to go. Me out of here. Out of the Hobbs Fall. Back to Skyrim. Making me a save once I get out. Oh. Yeah. Son of a biscuit. I'll be going for 2 hours. That should be enough for me today. I'll come back later. Goodbye. Me. Cat, look at the camera. Bye.